Would you believe that people open Google to search for Google? And I'm not talking about a few either. Not far behind the billion people a month that go to Google's search engine to find the link to YouTube or Facebook, there are 550 million people who go to Google and search for Google. Now, maybe it's a sort of self-fulfilling search. I don't know, but this morning we're going to talk about searching, where to look, and what you can find. But first, welcome to Mornings with Bishop Robert. Thanks for joining me in our search for a closer walk with Jesus and getting to know him and his word personally and better. One thing, if you find what you're looking for here, then let me invite you to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Well, the list of top search terms on Google that I looked at told me that it had eliminated the NSFW items. Now, I had no idea what that meant, so I Googled it. You may know this, but NSFW stands for Not Safe for Work and relates to things that contain inappropriate content. So thankfully, all the nasty search terms were removed from the list I was looking at, and there's a lesson there. Don't be looking for things that you ought not find. Bait isn't free. It comes with a hook. Today's verse says, "Search for the Lord and for his strength." The way search engines work is actually an interesting illustration of life. You open up some public forum and indicate you're searching for something. Now, the first thing you get is a response to your search, the overt instant gratification. But there's always something else happening too. They're watching what you search for and then alerting their advertisers about what you want. I mean, if you've ever searched for a product on Google, where 9 out of every 10 internet searches take place, you've seen how ads for that product follow you around the web everywhere you go for weeks and weeks. In life, the things you focus on will impact you. Set your mind on earthly things and SFW items, and you're going to find yourself in a downward spiral. Those things will hook you. And once the hook is set, you're going to get reeled in by the one who set the trap. Our enemy doesn't catch and release, by the way. He's out to destroy you. But if you search for the Lord and for his strength, you're going to find him. Because the mind that is set on the Spirit finds life and peace. You see, God is searching for you too. And he makes a great promise. He says, "You'll seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart." You will. God says he'll be found. And when we find him, he releases us from the captivity in which we'd been trapped. He cuts the trap lines, removes the hook, and sets us free in him. God loves those who love him and search for him. Everyone who seeks him diligently finds him, even if they aren't sure of who he is yet. Some years ago, I met a Christian pastor in Egypt. He had been a Muslim and had felt uncertain about Islam. Crippled by frustration and fear, one night he went out to the edge of the desert outside Cairo and sat under a tree, placed the Bible on one side of him and the Quran on the other. And he confessed to God that he wasn't smart enough to determine which of these books revealed the truth. He said he'd sit under the tree until God showed him, because he was afraid of offending him by making the wrong choice. 3 nights later, he was awakened by a bright light shining down from heaven on the Bible, while the Quran was in deep shadows. And he had his answer. He picked up the Bible, and set off to follow Jesus. Search for the Lord and for his strength. Searching for the Lord will always lead us to him. When we need his strength, we find it if we follow him. The good news is that he's always with us because he's promised never to leave us or forsake us. From the day we commit to following Jesus, we never walk alone again. So let me encourage you. If you feel trapped by previous choices, search for the Lord. He will be found by you, and he will set you free. And if you're not sure about all this Jesus stuff, search for the Lord anyway, and give him the chance to answer your questions and bring you real peace. If your life is lacking purpose and direction, search for the Lord, and then follow him, and he'll lead you precisely where you need to go. All these things require his strength, and he'll give that too. Maybe people opening Google to search for Google? Isn't that strange after all? And now that I think about it, searching where you want to find your answers makes perfect sense. Search for the Lord and for his strength. Yeah, as we wrap up, can I ask you to help me as I search for something? People who haven't started their relationship with Jesus yet. Please like this video to help more people see it, and follow or subscribe so you and I can get together every day. Tell me what you're searching for in the comments section, which is also a great place to leave a question. And one more thing, share it with a friend, would you please? Because as you do, you're part of the team, touching hearts with the love of Jesus all over the world. Thanks for helping.